Mr. Director, I want to ask you.
That was Senator Eric Schmitt out of Missouri, and he has some things to say.
Tell me if each one of the following perpetrators or alleged perpetrators were acting from a left-wing or right-wing political violence.
Schmitt is going to rattle off 16 instances of left-wing political violence under the presumption that y'all don't read, but I do, and I've fact-checked every single one. So let's hear it.
The man who tried to kill Republican congressman at the congressional baseball practice, nearly killing House Majority Leader Steve Scalise, left-wing or right-wing violence?
Sir, I believe it was a left-wing ideology.
I'm memeing the hell out of this, by the way. How he fed up are you and you just started?
Burned down cities during the Summer of Love in the George Floyd riots, left-wing violence or right-wing violence?
Sir, I'll rely on you on these. I don't have off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
Okay, left-wing.
We never called it a summer of love. That's their terminology. Trump called January 6th a day of love and y'all still cheer him on, but I digress. The BLM riot crap is so disingenuous, but let's talk about the convicted white instigators such as the Umbrella Man or Stephen Parshall, who also really liked kids. Regardless, the vast majority of protests were peaceful. Riots aren't the same thing. I also reject the premise of protesting being inherently right-wing, but whatever, go off.
The Waukesha Christmas Parade massacre, left-wing or right-wing violence? Left-wing. The Lee Zeldin stabbing attempt, left-wing or right-wing? Left-wing.
Okay, so they found posts on the Waukesha guy's social media about racism and police brutality, but he wasn't political. Schmitt's assumption seems to heavily lean on the fact that he's black, but the attack was solely because he's a sick fuck. The attempted Lee Zeldin poking was a veteran who struggled with PTSD and alcohol. He didn't even know who Zeldin was. No evidence that he was left-leaning. This is y'all's left, my right. Moving on.
The Covenant school shooting in Nashville, left-wing or right-wing? Left-wing. The Butler, Pennsylvania assassination attempt on President Trump, left-wing or right-wing? Left-wing. The Trump International West Palm Beach assassination attempt, left-wing. The Abundant Life Christian school shooting, left-wing.
The Covenant school incident was because they wanted notoriety and struggled heavily with mental health. As noted in the documents they left behind intentionally to be found, them being trans is irrelevant. Thomas Matthew Crooks was a registered Republican. I am so tired of having to do this. If you won't accept that, then accept that he had no political leanings. The guy just didn't like Trump. The second guy who wanted to fast-track Trump's seat in hell voted for him in 2016, hated him because of foreign policy decisions such as pulling out of the Iran nuclear deal or rhetoric surrounding Ukraine. Also January 6th. She was 15. Most of the allegations saying she was left come from her alleged manifesto, which to my knowledge still hasn't been authenticated. However, let's say it was. She was a self-proclaimed radical femcel who liked neo-schmatzy white supremacists and ate up anti-Semitic and racist content online. So...
United Care CEO's murder, left-wing. Tesla's burned, keyed, damaged, firebombed, left-wing. The murders at the Israeli embassy, left-wing. The ICE facilities firebombed, left-wing.
Luigi was center-libertarian at best. This mofo wanted free healthcare and liked AOC, but also praised the likes of Tucker Carlson and hated wokeism. He didn't vote, nor did he pop the CEO for any specific agenda. Yeah, we don't like Teslers, but neither does a lot of MAGA. I'll give him this one, but the boom at Trump's International Hotel was yet another veteran who was suffering from PTSD and had smoke for the country's weak leadership overall. The FBI special agent over Vegas said the guy had no animosity towards Trump and was described as very patriotic by his colleagues. The embassy guy was a pro-Pally extremist, not to be confused with just regular degular free Pally people. Yeah, we kind of did that shit. There were several, I'm not even gonna hold you.
The Minnesota Catholic school shooting, left-wing. The anti-white Charlotte and North Carolina stabbing, left-wing. The attempted Utah News State firebombing, left-wing. And now, of course, the culmination of this vile trend, a left-wing assassination of Charlie Kirk.
Okay, the Pewer who capped that school and church up had so many issues. Schmitt is once again implying that because they're trans, they're left-wing, as if some trans people aren't MAGA. They were pro-2A and backed Brandon Herrera, the Trump-appointed U.S. acting attorney in Minnesota, literally said, and I quote, "The Pewer appeared to hate all of us, and if you saw what was in that manifesto, you would get it." He was black. That's it. That's all they have. And what the hell do you mean anti-white crime? The nigga said materials the government put in his body is what made him do it, and you're making this a political issue? Oh, and he never said, "I got that white girl," or whatever shit y'all spreading on Twitter. I can't find it literally anywhere credential, and you know it's not true because the footage that they released from the train had no audio. I'm finna get mad, bro. This just happened Friday, and they literally have no motive, no leaning, no nothing. Let me do this. Gumby Kirk's biggest hater was a closeted 2A Mormon Ray's online chat lobby incel whose main concern were the attacks on his alleged lover so he can play White Knight. He didn't do it for anyone else. I can go tit for tat on the fact that right-leaning violence has been leading in this country for some time now, and I can use it with the NIH study that his administration took down quietly because it doesn't fit his narrative. But the conversation around political violence should never be one side or the other. It should be condemned. Republicans would do anything but look inward. Republicans would do anything but acknowledge that Charlie Kirk's own rhetoric not only downplayed his demise, but directly incited violence. So much so that the day after his unaliving, 7 HBCUs have been threatened. Trans people are running scared. And now I'm hearing reports of a black man choosing to swing from a chandelier using his head. And despite all of this happening, Senator Schmitt had the nerve to say this.
So don't give me this both sides. If we want to get to unity, let's be honest.
Practice what you preach, bitch. Thanks for watching, and hit that follow button for future updates on the worst administration ever. Also, check out the link in the bio for merch.